If you guys need help gearing up for any of the new content in Grand Theft Auto Online, check out G2A with the link in the description and use cashback code BOSS if you want to save a little bit extra as well. If you're like me and many others, you're probably wondering what happened to the Dinka Jester Classic and why was it not released today? We're going to be talking about that and a whole lot more, but first we've got to get through what Rockstar did add today in Grand Theft Auto Online and what they mentioned on the Newswire. So let's start with the new content Rockstar has added. The first thing they added, which is by far the most mysterious, isn't even one of the vehicles. It's Martin Madrazo's new dispatch services. So if you log on today, you might get a phone call and a text message from Martin Madrazo that seems pretty new. And I was kind of shocked by this when I first logged into Grand Theft Auto Online today too. You also might notice a MZ located on the map near Martin Madrazo's house. This is for his new dispatch missions. So Rockstar says, are you the head of an inspiring, results-driven mercenary outfit looking to expand its client base? Are you and your team capable of thinking on your feet, asking no questions, and executing your orders with surgical precision? If the answer to those questions is yes, then you can expect Mr. Madrazo to get in touch soon about some very pressing work in the all-new Madrazo Dispatch Services contact missions. Infiltrate LSPD holding cells, or launch an assault on Merryweather HQ as you seek to silence a few names on Madrazo's hit list. So basically, it is 6 new contact missions that you can start whenever you want. In order to start these, you just need to go to the start menu, jobs, Rockstar created missions, and then you'll find 6 dispatch missions. All of them are pretty fun. They each require 2 to 4 players in order to get started. And it's pretty simple. They're contact missions having you do various things and objectives throughout Los Santos. Again, some of them will have you chasing armored trucks. Others will be going inside the police station. They're actually really fun. They take you through some locked interiors, which is kind of cool. So that is Martin's dispatch services, some new contact missions in Grand Theft Auto Online. Let's move on to the new vehicles Rockstar added in the game today, the first of which is the Lampadati Michelli Gt. So they state the Michelli Gt is a sports classic from the golden age of deregulation, when power steering was as strange as a concept as emissions testing. For every modern convenience left on the shop floor, there's a startling number of furious horses under the hood. So I'll have a review on this vehicle out a little bit later in the day. Just note that this is one of 2 vehicles that Rockstar released. The second one is the Rune Cheburek. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. They say, don't be fooled by a lick of paint and polish. Underneath the showroom finish, the Rune Cheburek is a lump of smelted down iron curtain that's been hastily recast for the glories of the free market. If it doesn't scratch that itch for the good old days of the Cold War, nothing will. And both of these vehicles, including the Rune Cheburek, are available exclusively at Southern San Andreas Super Autos. So those are the 2 new vehicles. Once again, I'll have reviews for those individually up soon, a little bit later in the day. Those are the 2 vehicles that Rockstar have added. Moving on, let's talk about some double GTA money and RP bonuses that are going on this week. The first of which is double cash and RP and the all-new Madrazo dispatch services. So now through June 4th, your deadly deeds will earn you double the cash and experience with Martin Madrazo. So that's pretty cool. His new service is paying out twice as nice. Also, Rockstar have once again extended Trapdoor and Motor Wars adversary modes. I'm not sure why, but both of those are still double money and RP, even though probably no one is going to continue playing them. And then some big business bonuses, including double GTA money and RP on all smugglers and gun running cell missions. And get your bunker research team firing on all cylinders with a 2 times speed boost to gun running research. So the research is okay. I'm already done with research, so there's literally nothing for me to do. The smugglers run missions, that's nothing really special, but the gun running cell missions, that is quite nice. Double money and RP on that means you're going to get some serious cash over the next week. After that, there's a lot of vehicle discounts that are going on as well, including 25% off of the Pegassi Oppressor, both the buy it now and the trade price. That vehicle is already incredibly popular, so it's going to be very popular now that it's 25% off. You've also got 30% off Mobile Operations Center cabs, which is quite nice. 25% off the very new Pegassi Tesseract, which came out literally a month ago, 25% off the Vapid Ellie, which came out like 6 weeks ago, 25% off the Progen Tyrus, 40% off the Buckingham Volatus from Finance and Felony, 40% off the Nagasaki Havoc, both the buy it now and the trade price, 40% off the Western Rogue, buy it now and trade price, and 40% off the V65 Molotov, buy it now and trade price. So lots of really good vehicle discounts right there. Some weaponized planes, vehicles, and normal cars and super vehicles and stuff like that. So really cool stuff going on right there. Moving on, we've got bunker and hangar discounts also. So Mazebank Foreclosure is offering 40 to 50% off select properties. So bunkers are 40% off. Bunker renovations are 40% off. Hangars are 50% off. And Hangar Workshop is 50% off too. I'm not sure how many of you guys care about this, but in case you do, the premium race this week is Trench 1, which is locked to motorcycles, and the time trial is Cypress Flats. So if you're a big fan of those, that's what you can do for the premium race and the time trial. Really quickly, let's move on to the targeted sales that are going on this week. And it's pretty simple. The targeted sales, again, are about only 5 to 10% of the community get these, and it is 50% off of all executive offices. So that right there is the targeted sales. Now, let's talk about items that didn't come out today, as I'm sure you guys are going to be very curious about this. In particular, the Transform races and also the Dinka Jester Classic. Because in case you guys don't remember, Rockstar on their Newswire post about a month ago specifically confirmed that on this date, new Transform races were going to be coming out. And as far as the Dinka Jester Classic goes, it was actually programmed to release with the other two vehicles, the Rune Cheburek and the Lampadati Michelli Gt. As you guys can see by this screenshot right here, it was supposed to come out today with these two vehicles. However, Rockstar just didn't add it into the game. So it begs the question, what happened to both of these items, the races and the Dinka Jester Classic? Well, for some strange reason, Rockstar clarifies the races, but not the Dinka Jester. That's why they said, and look for the debut of 7 new Transform races for Grand Theft Auto Online next week on Tuesday, June 5th. So that confirms that on June 5th, the new Transform races are going to be coming out. However, that doesn't explain why Rockstar delayed them, and it doesn't explain why they didn't just tell us they were going to be delayed. It also doesn't answer the question about the Dinka Jester Classic. What has happened to it? Now, the answer might be pretty simple. Rockstar might have just wanted to extend the drip feed a little bit longer, and if so, they've successfully done that because they didn't release the Transform races today, and there's one vehicle remaining in the files. So if that's the case, they're probably just going to release the Dinka Jester Classic at a later date. I would assume that later date is going to be June 5th when the Transform races come out, but if that's the case, you would also assume that maybe Rockstar would have told us that was happening. Now, another theory that's going on is Rockstar is fixing the Dinka Jester Classic, although I'm not sure how they would go about doing it. Yes, the Dinka Jester Classic has a lot of bugs and a lot of fixes that need to be done to it, but all of that would require a new update. So many people are believing that Rockstar is going to completely hold off from releasing the Jester Classic until another update, where they'll re-release it as a fixed version. Now, I feel like this is a little optimistic. If they do that, I'd love to see them actually make it a Benny's vehicle, add liveries, include way more customization than it has, fix all the bugs and glitches. But if they're not doing that, what was the point here other than just to delay the drip feeding content? I think that's exactly what their plans were. Maybe this has something to do with the next DLC, the nightclub update. Maybe it's not ready in time, and so they're trying to extend the drip feed content even longer. To me, I am not a fan of this, and I don't like how Rockstar hasn't been telling us what's going on. And I really don't like that really the one big car from this last 3 groups that everyone's waiting for, Rockstar decides, nah, we're not going to give you this one. We're going to make you wait till I don't know when. So right now, the Dinka Jester Classic is MIA. It could come out next week, or it could come out never. Rockstar might scrap it and then re-release it in another DLC. They've never done that before, but that would certainly be interesting, especially for one of the most fan favorite cars of all time in the GTA series and in real life. So that's definitely going to be interesting to see what they do. Anyways, that's all the information I've got for you guys in this video today regarding the new content, the missing content, and so much more. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think is going to happen to the Jester Classic, the new Transform races, and everything else we mentioned in today's video. If you guys did go to enjoy, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, where you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.